I'll tell you right now, like the History Channel, that's what goes down in my house. Like I always start from here to record what's going on out there. The doggies are outside enjoying the day, except for this one. You see her right there. She's on the floor. So we are heading outside today to get some garden stuff finished up. I have a long list of a to-do. Anywho, I'm gonna head out. We'll go over all of the things that I am gonna try to accomplish today. I want to get the rest of this stuff done, and my dahlias, see, they're sprouting. The chickens are out, which the dogs do not love. But, excuse me, I have some stuff. So, we put my bins out here the other day. This is kind of where they're going to go. Not on the cement, but they're going to go into this area. So we want to clean that up. They just cut that tree down over there, so we need to move that. I want to dig out any of the nice plants that I want to keep. Hey guys, you want some sprouts? So I just threw up some sprouts that sprouted out of my worm bin. So another area is this area over here. I want to get this cleaned out, and I think this is where I'm going to plant my my bulbs and tubers and stuff. I'm going to move this out. I'm going to move this out for now, and figure out what to do here. That almost looks like a tomato plant. But, so I'm going to get this done, and then I need to figure out how to keep these chickens. Look at my dog. He's like, no way, Jose. Hey, guys. Huh, mamas? What you guys doing? You hanging out today? There's only 4 of you. Where are the other 2? Huh? So I need to put up some kind of something to keep. I'm not so worried about the chickens, but to keep the dogs out, because they like to rummage through there and pick through everything. So that's on my list today. I'm gonna start off with the stuff in the patio area. Oh, there you guys are. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is someone nesting? I have a slight obsession with apple cider, which I'm trying to get off because I'm sure the sugar is just too much for my body, but it's so good. I don't drink any soda, so it's hard for me because I love the carbonation. So anyhow, I'm gonna start off with my stuff. I need to get this stuff planted. I have bulbs, and stuff. And then I have a lot of these planters and stuff here that I want to get situated, and a lot of this stuff here that I want to get situated. And then this is the garden area that we're redoing. I'm going to take these gates and put them in the front there, and we're going to work on just getting this area cleaned out. And again, there is the area where my husband is redoing the gate or the fence. And anyhow, I have like really great ideas that I want to somehow get done and get situated and just have my gardening dreams come true. I am just excited and having some new ideas, and just being able to kind of execute my dreams, and being able to just get out in the yard, because last year I didn't get to, and I just am looking forward to it. Huh, Snoosh? We looking forward to it, huh, Snoopers? So, I have a feeling today I'm not only going to be followed around by the dogs, but also by these little ladies. Like I said, I think I've told you guys before, I let the dogs out on the, my son lets the chickens out on the weekends, so they have a chance to kind of roam the yard and get out of their area and get some fresh grass and scratch around and stuff like that. They have stuff like that in their pen, but there's so many of them. I know they like to stretch their little chicken legs, so. Well, I have spent the last literal 3 days doing garden stuff. This is my stockpile of cardboard to line the bottoms of the beds. We have some soil there. We've been cleaning out the shed, organizing all of our sprinkler system and watering systems, re-putting liners and things, and repotting plants. And then I purchased this cart right here off of Amazon, and this really helps me take things back and forth. It's been a gem. These are my seedlings that I started that are already taking off like crazy. And these look a mess because my chickens decided that they just wanted to pulverize them. So my husband extended the garden area. It used to just go to here, so it got extended out by, I don't know, what is that, like 2 feet? And so he's building some garden beds for me. You see the fence here is redone, and he's using the boards that he can to build the garden beds. I purchased these round ones from Amazon, and I have placed them kind of intermittently here, and then in between those we'll be putting beds, as well as putting beds in the center there. I'm buying a little tool shed to put kind of in this little alcove right here that my husband kind of extended the fence, pushed the fence out a little bit to put it in there, so I didn't lose any floor space here. And then these are all the boards and things here that we're recycling into beds. And then we have our 4 beds here with a arch, a trellis that we're going to use for tomatoes. I am going to put 2 big beds in this area just for tomato plants, because I have probably like 8 varieties of tomatoes. And then we installed this arch here, which I'm getting a climbing flower plant from my sister that I'm going to put there. And so there's a lot happening. Like I said, I have just been working on my garden for the last 3 days or so, trying to get everything together. I was kind of like really happy about stuff that I had bought the year that I got sick that I was not able to use, but so I was kind of like doing a really nice shopping trip in my shed that I had all kinds of new stuff there that I was able to find. This is my worm bed, and once we get our bed set up, I am going to dismantle that and disperse with the worms in each of the sheds. So we are cleaning up this area here, and then we will lay down some black weed blocker, although they say, and then put the beds into place and then put rock around them. And I have sprinkler systems that I can then hook up to a watering system for these, so I don't have to do that. So yeah, things have been coming along. I want to spend today really gardening and finishing up my stuff, only because it's supposed to start raining on Wednesday, and that's going to go for a week or so, they say. So I'm just kind of wanting to get that kind of stuff done, but it doesn't look like I'm going to. We cleaned out this area here, and I planted some bulbs in here, but they haven't, those have started coming out and stuff, but those new ones haven't come out yet. Anyhow, but I have to go. My son has a doctor's appointment back in Watsonville, Santa Cruz, and so that's pretty much going to be an all-day trip. So, but while I'm there, I'm going to pick up some eggs from my sister for hatching, and I already got our incubator thing for them, so we are going to be doing that. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to make it a whole lesson for the kids, my nieces and stuff, and I'm going to send daily videos for them, updating that to where they are. I think they said it only takes like 21 days to actually hatch them, so yeah, we're trying to get everything done, because also too we need to get the chicken area set up. Not that, you know, we're going to hatch them and put them directly into the population that we already have, because it takes time, but we, you know, we have some time to get that done, but we also want to get it done before it gets too hot, because we do be getting in the hundreds out here, and that is not fun to work out in that. So anyhow, I am going to go take my kid to the doctor. I will probably film some stuff there. We're going to my sister's property, and they have a really nice property, and that's where I'm gonna meet her to pick up some chicken eggs. So I will be back after I get done driving all that way and we get to that other side of the world. See you then. home. I got a list 600,000 feet long. I've done a couple of things already. I need to get outside today because it's going to start raining tomorrow or late tonight, and then I'll be cooked because it's going to rain for the next week, I think. So, but I got some eggs from my sister yesterday, and where my son put them, I have no idea, but they're somewhere. Oh, they're there. They're on the thing over there. So, she gave me a variety, and I got 10. She gave me 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, just to kind of, give me a variety. And so these are the ones that I'm going to put in the little incubator today. So I'm going to set this up. I read through the directions last night, and hopefully I can get it done properly. So, so I'm gonna actually clear off this section right here and put it right here. It said don't put it near windows, but these windows don't open, so I'm not really too concerned about a lot of drafts and stuff. So I do not follow me for the perfect advice, because this is the first setup for me. This is a complete, we're giving it a go, okay? So I'm not perfect. Don't come at me with you know, you're doing it wrong, because I'm reading along the directions and going with what I got and the best way I know how to do it. So I'm sure there's a learning curve, and I'm also sure that I'm not going to have the perfect setup first time out. So my dogs are going crazy because I have been gone. I was gone all day, and they do not like that. So they're following me around and being really annoying. See, I can turn around. There they are again. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I got everything set up. I got it here. It said let it run for 2 to 3 hours to get the humidity and the heat up. The heat is there, but the humidity needs a little bit longer. So I set the timer for 3 hours just to be on the safe side. And then I'll go ahead and have my son add the eggs quickly. They said that you shouldn't really open and close the top of it very much, just so that you can let, you know, keep it at a steady temperature and not let all the heat out, and then they have to, you know, it goes up and down, up and down. That's not good for the eggs, I guess. So once we get the eggs in there, that's gonna be it. The only time that we're supposed to take them out is to check them on this, I think it's this, yeah, the light that's there. You're supposed to check them twice. So it says maybe it's, yeah, it says on this side, check on day 7 and day 11, or day 7, day 11, and 16, and then on day 19 you're supposed to remove the turning tray, which is that gray grid thing, I think. The turning tray, and put on the second bottle of water to raise the humidity, but also spray the eggs as well. And you spray the eggs for the last 3 days. So the last 3 days, 3 to 4, 5 days is their hatching time. So we'll see how it goes. Well, it rained, and it hailed, and you can see the hail in my garden bed there and on the umbrella. I am going to turn this around and then we can chat while I am cooking. See, I got my pot set up there and my other pot here. And literally this is gonna be like the fastest pasta situation ever. So I've been cooking a lot of pasta, or not a lot of pasta, but a lot of like, you know, roasted vegetables and stuff like that. Of course, my family can't live off that. So it's like trying to make something that everybody can live off of. And so I've just been making a lot of my dog. He's like, what is this? You're not gonna eat that. Is it in your mouth? My one dog, she'll take food only if she's gonna eat it. The other one will take food regardless. Mash it up, and then you'll find it in your carpet somewhere. It just drives me insane. So the only thing I'm doing is putting whole little tomatoes and some olive oil along with some whole garlic. And the garlic is just so that it flavors the oil. It's not to leave in there to eat and stuff. So the best tomatoes to cook with are either cherry tomatoes or Roma tomatoes. If it's a tomato that you're not making sauce out of, if you're just making a fresh kind of type of meal. So I'm going to leave those in there and let them, hello, where's my, I like really rustic food, really easy food. I don't like food that not to say I don't cook food like that, I just don't like food that takes me 10 hours to make, or that I have to stand for 3 hours. The most rustic food, to me, in my opinion, is the best food, tastes the best. You're not cooking all the stuff out of it, the taste out of it, and then you spend all your time adding flavors back into it, and I don't get that, you know. To me, the best meal, like probably that I have ever made, has been I would just do like steak in a cast iron skillet with some homemade fermented cabbage and some fried potatoes with that. Oh my God, mamma mia, that's the best. That's the kind of food I like. I like sauteed vegetables or roasted vegetables. I could eat roasted vegetables, you know, for dinner every night. Well, I have been, but I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I like. But of course, my husband is not that guy. My kids will eat pasta, any kind of pasta. Usually any kind of pasta made any kind of way. They're just pasta eaters like me. But that's, you know, that's the way, like, I love, like, a good baked potato with, you know, mushrooms and gravy on top. That's the best. Being on a kind of like a schedule of trying to get everything done outside before the storm hit. It looks really good today. See, the sun is, but they said it's still supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. I'm so anxious. I finally got my tool shed to put in my garden area. My son's actually got that for me, so that's pretty good. for my birthday. They bought that for me for my birthday. I thought that was the sweetest thing. And what have I been watching? I've been watching not a whole lot, like a series of stuff. I watch a lot of like murder mysteries and stuff, especially from on the BBC. I've been watching that, and I try to watch that so I don't watch the news because that's giving me anxiety. I just feel for people, especially, people that don't really have maybe other people to help navigate this mess for them. So that's enough of that. I don't want to talk politics. I feel like, that old saying, like, there's things that you shouldn't discuss at a dinner party is religion and politics. I think there was something else, but that's the ones I remember. I don't think I'm of that adage of like, I may not believe the same as you, but I do feel that everybody has a right to their own opinion about, the way they want to live their life. So, I'm not high and mighty. I don't think I possess the position in life, nor do I think anybody does, to tell other people how to live. As long as you're not stealing and hurting, from the people that are not doing it either. No one has the right to steal and lie and cheat and hurt other people, especially people that can't defend themselves. We're on day 3 of the chicken egg incubator thing. I think tomorrow we then take the egg and put it in the light and see if it has veins and stuff. I will say honestly, like, this is giving me anxiety. Because I think, like, my sons are so gentle feeling when it comes to animals. I am too, but I just think, well, what happens, if they don't make it, if they don't all make it. So, I should have thought of that before I had this harebrained idea, but it just never occurred to me that it wouldn't work out. But it doesn't work out all the time. So, I don't know. I don't really know. I just got to do my best and hope that that's enough. Yeah, I just constantly think up at night, like, and I'm up at night like this with my dogs. Like, are my dogs warm enough? Is it too cold for them? Are they covered with blankets? Do they need to go out? Do they have a bowl? Just like crazy person. Like, what is wrong with me? I just care about my dogs. And just like they're my children, I mean, they didn't ask to be here. So, if I'm gonna have them, then I owe it to them to treat them well, I guess is what I want to say. So, like I said, this is just very simple. It just has tomatoes, garlic, a little bit of red pepper, some salt and pepper, like red pepper flakes, salt and pepper, and then a little bit of basil, which I'm just picking off my little. So if you guys have any good recommendations for shows that you think I might like, or books, I'm reading this one book right now. It's called House of Hunger. I'm like a little bit more than half through it, but it's not like a horror book, but it has some kind of like horror references to it. If you're a very conservative type of person, I wouldn't say, I would probably say it's like, probably won't like it. Not that it's so bad, but it does have some things in there, which I didn't know really what it was about. It has a good storyline, so anyhow, I'm still reading it, like I said, so we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, but if you have any recommendations for shows that are on, like, you know, Netflix or anything like that, or HBO, anything like that, then let me know. I'm one of those, I love mysteries. I love mysteries. I love murder mysteries. I love, you know, anything like that. I love that kind of stuff. Of course, I love also period pieces. I love history. I'll tell you right now, like the History Channel, that's what goes down in my house. My husband's always like, why are you? I said, I don't know. My brain just likes to soak all this stuff in, you know. I mean, why couldn't I have been like that when I was in school? Of course not. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. You know, you see the tomato pieces in there. So I just made that. See, I have the big pieces of garlic there, which I will take out. And that's pretty much it. That's it. That's how fast it is. My water is boiling. I'm going to get that started, and then I will be done. And my husband will be fed, and my kids will be fed, and everybody will be happy. With these videos here, since, you know, like last time I talked about not editing so much and just kind of going for broke with it, it doesn't take as long, but sometimes I have to rearrange those things that are happening in there. So only because it wouldn't make sense, because, you know, you go to cook dinner and then you go back to it and then you go do this and then it's 2 days later and then it's like, you know, so sometimes it just wouldn't make sense. It would seem like my life is chaotic, which it is. So anyhow, I'm going to get back to this, and I will be releasing this hopefully within tonight or tomorrow. And thank you for sticking with me and taking your time to watch my video. And time is so important, isn't it? We could be spending our time doing so many other things, but I mean, I think the support that everybody shows by tuning in and watching and just kind of making themselves a part of our life, or, you know, caring, or I think that surprises me, like the caring that people, like, oh, and they get involved in your life, and they know so many things, and how is this going, and how are you doing with this, and that's comforting, especially because, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends here, so, you know, I left all my friends back in Watsonville, Santa Cruz, and I don't see them very often, and of course a lot of them are working full-time and stuff, so it's hard to stay in contact with them or see them. Or sometimes, you know, when I go to Santa Cruz, like, they don't have time to see me or go have lunch or do things like that. So you know, I don't have that everyday interaction with people like I used to. So let me get this done, and I will see you soon.